Hello everybody, it's been a while. Well, I'm down to 18 days before I hit the trail, and I'm in the final stages of getting things in order before I'm gone for 6 months. I've been receiving a lot of requests to do a gear video, so I've put it off long enough. I have the final pieces that I need, so I don't have any more excuses. I'm not going ultralight, but I have done a lot to get myself into the light category. My base weight currently is hovering around 17 pounds, 7 ounces. I'm trying to decide what I can cut. I'd like to shave at least 2 more pounds. I've made some changes that have cut weight already. I traded out my Big Agnes sleeping bag for an Enlightened Equipment Revelation quilt. That right there saved me a little over 2 pounds, 2 ounces. I swapped out my 8th year Osprey 70 for a Granite Gear Crown 2 V60. That saved me 3 pounds right there. My big 3 I think went from somewhere around 11 pounds to just under 6 pounds. So I've made a number of other changes to equipment. I tossed my jet boil. I have a Pocket Rocket 2 and a Toke 750. I tossed my aluminum trekking poles. I now have carbon fiber. I have a Neo X-Lite sleeping pad over my Big Agnes Air Core, which was a brick. And I'm checking my mirrorless camera and the batteries. That right there will save me 4 pounds, so I'm going to go with the GoPro and my iPhone. I'll reevaluate again before I hit the trail on the 19th, and then again during the first couple of days and weeks on the trail, and hopefully better dial in what I keep and carry and what I pitch. The unknown with weather is my real concern. Clothes are where I hope to shed some weight, and I'll figure that out as I go and I get moving. So for now, let's get into it. Okay, so let's get started. As you can see laid out here in front of the fireplace, I've got my backpack. It's fully loaded. Next to it on the right hand side is my Thermarest Z-Lite. I still haven't decided if I'm going to carry that or if I'm going to leave that at home. I have a Neo Air X-Lite that I intend on carrying, but I don't know if I'm going to carry it through the desert. I may wait till I get to Kennedy Meadows and then swap it out and leave the Z-Lite, and I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so my backpack's the Granite Gear Crown 2 V60. The clothes that I'm going to wear, mostly REI. I have a pair of boxer briefs at the bottom, the blue t-shirt that goes underneath my hiking shirt, which is a long sleeve, vented, very comfortable shirt. My pants are going to be the REI Sahara. They're convertible pants. They switch into shorts. They dry extremely quickly, and I find them very comfortable. My hat's an Outdoor Research Boonie hat. The shoes that I'm going to be wearing are the Ultra Temps. I've got a pair of Dirty Girl Gaiters, and my trekking poles are a carbon fiber. They're called Hiker Hunger. I was kind of skeptical at first, but after having them and using them for a while, they're pretty nice poles for the price. My bear canister, the BV 500, I'll pick that up in Kennedy Meadows and then chuck it when I don't need it further north. Some of my camera equipment is the Joby Mini. I've got the stick pick. I've got the case for my GoPro and my iPhone 7 Plus. Okay, a couple of things with my backpack. If you notice on the straps, I've got my Garmin InReach. I also have my GoPro Hero 6. And then on the other strap, I'll carry a bandana and a small smart water bottle. Okay, so the gear explosion has occurred. I've taken everything out, laid it out and about. So let's just kind of get an overview, and then let's go ahead and just get into it. Okay, like everybody else, I'm taking the Z seat. My water will be the Sawyer Squeeze. I've got two 1 liter bottles. I have the smaller bottle on the strap for my backpack. I have the regular Sawyer Squeeze, and then I have two 2 liter Evernew dirty bags. Okay, my poop kit, deuce of spades, Perel hand sanitizer, and some baby wipes. Okay, my cook system. I have the Toaks 750 titanium pot. I made a cozy for it. I have a cut-off scrubber to wash. I've got the lip piece so that when I'm drinking coffee, I don't burn my lip. I've got a single Bic lighter. I have the Pocket Rocket 2. I have the holder or base for the gas, and then I have a small bandana for keeping things clean. All of this is resting on a Z-Packs bear bag, food bag. Right there is the cord and little bag for throwing over the tree. I will keep my food in the lock sack odor-proof bags, and then I have a pot cozy or cooking cozy, so to speak, so that I can keep my food warm while I'm setting things up as it's steeping and getting ready. Okay, so for my layering system, I have the Patagonia R1 hoodie. My puffies, the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisper, and my rain jacket's a Marmot Precip. Okay, my tent is the Big Agnes Copper Spur UL1. I will keep it in the separate bags, the tent itself, the ground cover, the poles, and then the stakes. I'm using the Big Agnes stakes. They're the same as the more expensive titanium ones, and I wouldn't save a whole lot of weight for the money. The next item is my Neo Air X-Lite. I have it in a small sleeve. Underneath that, the yellow item is the bag for blowing it up and a stuff sack that I throw clothes in. I have the patch kit for the Neo Air, a pair of fingernail clippers, a pair of tweezers, toothbrush, toothpaste, lip balm. It's also got a sunblock in it, toothpicks. This right here is a little packet for taking care of blisters. Some basic meds that I will be using. Some super glue. I have ointment, hand sanitizer, and some floss. No, these are not mints. They're small towels, a couple of drops of water and you got a towel, and some Bonners. Okay, let's move to sleep clothes. I have a pair of merino wool 250 top and bottom. It's a quarter zip, a pair of merino wool socks, and a balaclava. This whole system right here weighs 1 pound 9 ounces, and for me it's all worth it. Okay, extra clothes that I will be taking. On the right you have a pair of Columbia shorts, the green shirt. It's an ultralight, super thin REI t-shirt. Extra pair of socks, both the Injinji toe sock liners and the Darn Tough socks, along with another pair of boxer briefs. And then I have a pair of long johns, so to speak. They're just a pair of tights, super light. I think they weigh about 7 ounces. And then a lightweight merino wool quarter zip base layer. Okay, one of the items that I hadn't talked about, this is my Nalgene canteen. You'll notice it says XXX night bottle. I have the bladder that's about the size of a small walnut, and I would have to get up and out of my tent several times. So to avoid having to do that, I have a porta potty. As I said before, I traded out my Big Agnes Lost Ranger, and I now have the Enlightened Equipment Revelation. It's a 10-degree bag with 950 fill. It's a short, wide, just like me. And then I have the Sea to Summit bag liner, and I have the Hyperlight Air Core pillow. Some miscellaneous items. I have a pair of REI wind gloves. Next to those are a gray pair of mittens. They're waterproof, windproof. I can throw those over the gloves to keep my hands dry and free from the wind. The whole setup weighs right at about 4.5 ounces. I have a gray merino wool buff. I have my bug net, a small pocket knife. I have my black diamond rechargeable headlight. Okay, so electronics. I have a couple of lavalier mics that I will use for recording when it's windy and there's a lot of background noise. I have my iPhone 7 Plus. It's in a selfie stick holder. The Joby small mini Gorilla. For my GoPro Hero 6, I have the case. On top of that is a cold shoe for mounting a microphone. Below that's the selfie stick. To the left is a lens cleaner. I have 4 extra batteries, plus the battery that's inside the GoPro. That should last me a solid 6-7 days of filming without having to charge. The black item on top of the little plastic bag is the adapter that's necessary to use the lavalier mics for the GoPro. Okay, so for my iPhone, I purchased a set of attachment lenses that will help with video and photography. They're made by Moment. I have the wide angle, the telephoto, and the macro, and they just slide right onto the case on the iPhone to enhance the photography. These are my charge cords. Hopefully I can pare a few of those down. I have some for the GoPro, some for the iPhone, and then for the battery as well as my light. My backup battery will be Anker 26800 milliamp, and then I have the 4-pole charge, also made by Anker. It's a quick charge. The Anker itself, I can plug 2 cables into it, so it'll charge twice as fast, so I don't have to spend as much time in town. Okay, so there you have it. There's my equipment, the things that currently I have in my bag. I still have about 17 days before I hit the trail. I'm going to do some hard thinking, trying to figure out what I can delete, what I can get rid of, what I'm willing to get rid of. As I said at the very beginning of this, I'm not an ultralight backpacker, ultralight hiker. I'm trying to stay as lightweight as I can, but within reason. So there you have it. Hopefully I'll post at least one more time before I hit the trail. But if not, my goal once I hit the trail is to post as frequently as possible. I will video during the day, take photographs, and in the evening as I lay in my tent, my goal is to put together daily vlogs, and then when I have cell service, upload them so that there's kind of a rolling journal of my hike. You can all follow along, family and friends can follow along, and hopefully you can enjoy it as much as I do from your couch. So until then, thank you. Keep a smile on your face and enjoy.